Straight shot of Richter Johnson. Checkered flag in the air. Scott Richter wins it.
Oh, and there he goes. Harder to the inside. Whoa, Hibbs is a bomb. Tyler Whittemore. He's in the middle of the track. Oh, he's going to get stuck again.
He's jumped.
LaFrancois blocking his turn. Rossinger takes the lead. They're all junking it. The entire field is junked.
Oh, and there's Checkered Johnson. Oh, and he gets collected.
Oh, and he goes around 78. Oh, Harden in the pit wall. He's dead. He is dead.
Clear out of 3 and 4 for the final time. Matthew wins his first race back. Missed last week, but here he is taking the checkered flag. Your winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here tonight at Old Texas here with the All-American Cup Series. Tonight we got the Gen 4 cars out here. We're just starting qualifying, folks, but qualifying is very important here tonight because in the All-American Cup Series, you got to qualify yourself in because folks, I don't even know how many cars we got entered. Take a look here at my screen. I'll just kind of show you. Look at all these cars here. You can't really see. Let me take that off. Look at all these entries right here. I don't even want to count them. I know there's more than 40. Only 40 cars going to make it here tonight. Right now, Christopher Heller out on the track. He has been killing it lately. Let's see if he can get the job done, folks. But nonetheless, we're going to kick back, relax, enjoy some qualifying action. We're going to get the tunes playing. We'll be back here for the start of it. Thanks for tuning in here for some Thursday night racing, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Click the like button. Subscribe to the page, folks. We just broke the 500 subscriber mark. We appreciate every single one of you great fans at home. We're in tune for a good one here tonight. And folks, we are back as qualifying's wrapping up. Less than a minute left to go, folks. I'm counting 47 cars signed in here tonight, and we're looking at one of the unfortunate losers. Nick Leo just qualified 44th. That means one thing. Out of Albany, New York. Nick, get the hell out the track. You can go anywhere else, but you can't stay here. The Jewel 69 car is junk. He's headed home. As we look through the field here, also in the back, not qualifying for the race, Jasper Crawford, he's too slow. Jeremy Flanagan, junk. Mitchell Mark, slow. Steve Melnick, not making it. And Matt Lewis, slowest car that's hit the track. Matt Lewis, you're slow. You're junk. Go practice. Get out of here, bub. So, folks, that's going to conclude qualifying. It's official, top of the board. Quick time. Casey Carrington, the number 9 machine with a 29.60. He's going to kick off from the front row on the inside. But again, everybody, we appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. It's time to go full screen. And oh, hang on. We actually have a consi that we have to sit through. These guys aren't going to make it. They're not even going to actually roll out on the track. So we're going to have to wait a couple minutes. This is essentially a warm-up here. These guys are out of it. Don't worry. You're not missing nothing. We're going to play some music. This does take some time here. We're going to take a short break here. Be back in a moment. Play some patented Hutchinson Motorsports TV tunes. I'll be back here in a moment for the start of this one, ladies and gentlemen. The Lone Star 200 here tonight. Texas Motor Speedway. Going to be a good one. Not going to want to miss it. Be sure, like and subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, it is almost time. We got a 3-minute warm-up we're going to watch. Then we're going to get tonight started here. All-American Cup Series, Texas Motor Speedway, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Stay tuned, folks. We're going to be starting up next. As warm-up comes to an end here, folks, just 20 seconds left to go. As always, we appreciate you tuning in here, spending your Thursday night right here on the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Tonight in the booth, it's yours truly, Blake Hutchinson, with you great fans here at home. Figured I'd take a night to myself with all my great fans, because next week, I'm not going to be here for any of the broadcasts. You're going to hear Jesse and Christian all 3 nights. But the warm-up has concluded, folks, which means one thing. It is time to get started tonight and get your starting lineup for the All-American Cup Series. Ladies and gentlemen, Texas Motor Speedway, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service with the best fans in the business. Nowhere else can you see Gen 4 racing with the All-American Cup Series other than right here with Hutchinson Motorsports TV, folks. Be sure, click the like button, subscribe to the page, because here is tonight's starting lineup. On the front row from the pole position, your Mike Husby Designs pole winner, the #9, Casey Carrington. On his outside, the 3 car, Justin Thompson. Row #2 on the inside, gonna be the Silver Bullet, the 40, Connor LaFrance. On his outside, the 06, Chris Worrell. Row #3 on the inside, gonna be the 16 of Christopher Heller. On his outside, James Lowe in the 07. Row #4 on the inside, gonna be the #1, Stephen Miles. On his outside, the 63, Curtis White. Row #5 on the inside, the 58, Corollas Thiel. On his outside, the 17, James Silvers. Row #6 on the inside, folks. If you checked out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV poll, we all voted him to junket. It's the 31, Nick Gowan. On his outside, the 4 of Zach Roberts. Sorry, Zach Rogers. I was multitasking there, folks. And then here we go in the 13th position, the 32 machine. Nathan Mann on his outside, the 21. Christopher Murphy. Then we got Steve Ritter, Brandon Barkuski, Mauricio Montenegro, Brad Delph. And folks, if I didn't say your favorite driver, it means they're slow, they're junk, they're starting in the back. So you're going to have to find out where they're starting yourself. Take a look at the beautiful Hutchinson Motorsports TV graphics. You can find it out. But the field is set, folks. It's going to be Carrington and Thompson in the front row as we pace around one more lap. Folks, we are here at the old Texas Motor Speedway. This is before the redo of the track. Front row going to be the 9 and the 3 car. Folks, look at all these cars. Let's go up to, oh, hang on. Pace car's heading in, getting out of the way. So we are set. We're ready to roll. Let's go up to the blimp. Here we go. Green flag in the air in Texas. A big jump there on the outside line. Thompson in the 3 car taking over the race lead. 40 cars signed in here tonight. Look at this packed field as they are rumbling around the speedway. Let's check out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV wall cam. Unbelievable views here tonight as they're ripping it down the backstretch here in Texas. Look at this field as Thompson sets the pace for it. 40 cars signed in, lap 1 in the books in front of a sold-out crowd on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. And we jump up to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV chopper cam. We're flying this chopper around pretty low to the track, folks. So we're going to check out. We got the gopher cams down trackside. There they are, ripping it down the back stretch. Thompson leading up. 40 cars chasing him. Who's going to win it? Lap 2 in the books here. Just 132 laps left to go, folks. It is go time. If you're in the back, you're running out of time. It's time to win it right now. So we look through the field here, see how these guys are doing here. We got Brad Delph in the 14 machine. He is running 22nd, not very fast. Brad's trying to get some laps in here. And we go to the back and check out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV battle for last. It's right here. Kyle Hall passing the 48 of Nick Asselin. Well, I tell you what, the 48 of Asselin looked pretty fast last week. He is junk here tonight. Let's hop on board and check out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV battle for last. We're on board with Nick Asselin, the rookie. He is slow, he is junk, and he's in last. Here he is, ripping it around the speedway, if you want to call it that. He might be short a cylinder, but the caution's out. They just junked it. Uh-oh. We got to find out what happened. We got some unhappy campers, I'm sure. Looks like a handful of cars involved. Brandon Barkuski, junk. Tyler Whittemore, junk. And Walker McCauley is also junk. Oh, look out. The Tide 32 car just smokes the wall. Let's get a better view here. Hop up to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV chopper cam. Best chopper cam in the business. Here it is. As we rewind it, watch this 25 car. Barkuski looks. He's 3 wide here. He's got the 58 and the 25 next to him. Coming out of the corner, they are side by side. Let's see if he gets squeezed. The 58 not really giving him much room here. Yeah, so the 25 just squeezes him up the track, and the 21 just innocent bystander. He gets turned, and he's jumped. Oh, and the 44, Arca breaks him. Brandon Barkuski, your car is junk. Barkuski's got some work to do. No front bumper for the 25 car. He's done. He might still be able to race, but he's basically done for the night. He's junk. But we jump back out front. Your race leader, the 3 car, Justin Thompson. He's been bad fast so far, but we're early on here tonight, folks. We're going to go to break here. Go Hutchinson Motorsports TV, side by side, the best side-by-side cam in the business. We're going to get some tunes playing. Be back here in a moment. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. As we return back from break here, we are lined up, ready to roll front row once again. Going to be Thompson and Carrington out front here. We are heading into lap number 8. Just had our first caution of the night. Had a few cars get junked there, but we're going to see if they can get them fixed up. Get back out here. It's a long race, 134 laps here. We're at Legacy, Texas Motor Speedway. Folks, this is what the track was back in around the 2008 era. Nonetheless, though, as always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Be sure to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, throw a message in the chat. We'll give you a shout out. But the pace car, it's going to head in. It's going to get out of the way. We're going to drop the hammer, and we're going green once again here at Texas Motor Speedway. Let's go down trackside, listening to the sounds of the Speedway here in Texas. We go Hutchinson Motorsports TV wall cams. What a soothing sound around the Speedway as we hop on board with Curtis White in the 10th position, the Sacramento, California native, trying to wheel it around here, currently sitting in the top 10. And we look through the field here, see who your Hutchinson Motorsports TV hard charger is. I am seeing, looks like it's Mr. Alex Bryson here in the number 83 machine, up to 19th, folks. He started all the way back in the 37th position. For all you math wizards at home, that's 18 positions gained here already for Alex Bryson in that bad, fast 83 car. Boy, he might just win this thing from the back. The Pennsylvanian of Alex Bryson is on the back bumper, still trying to continue to work through the field. But we move around a little bit here. Brad Delph currently up to the 20th position here. He has been struggling here. But we go back out front. How about Christopher Heller Jr.? He has not been making friends the last few weeks, but every single week you can find him up front. He won just a couple weeks ago, and he's trying to do it again. The 16 Christopher Heller, we know he's not scared to jump somebody. Let's hop on board. Out of New Carlisle, Ohio, Christopher Heller putting it in the top 5 so far. Check out the determination there. He's got the dark visor there. Keep the sun out of his eye. Christopher Heller, he's bad fast in a number 16 Ford. Stephen Miles with a good start so far. Good to see the last few weeks he's been involved in early wrecks. Right now he's cruising in the 7th position. Stephen Miles in the one car. Let's see if he can get the job done tonight. There's Mr. Miles there in the car. That is one good-looking helmet. Unfortunately, he could not afford a helmet blower. As you see there, the blower was not plugged in. He's on his own here tonight at Texas in the scorching heat. Then we jump up a little bit further. Connor LaFrance, I tell you what, this kid every single week's up front, running top 3 again. If he's not junked his race car, you can just about guarantee he's running in the top 5. That number 49 of Connor LaFrance is always bad fast. Then we got Mr. Thomas Stokes running the 11th spot as we continue to jump around through the field. Spotlight some of these drivers, folks. How about this guy right here? Out of Santiago, Chile, Mauricio Montenegro in the 12 car. This is one cool cat to talk with. There are not many NASCAR fans down in Chile, but Mauricio is a diehard in the Discount Tire number 12 machine. I tell you what, there must be discount tires all over Santiago, Chile. And we drop back further there in the 29th position. Lilith Peters looking pretty slow. Might be jumping. And we got a couple Canadians hanging out in the back here. Craig Martin right here running in the 30th position. And a couple spots behind him, his fellow Canadian, the 99 Trevor McLachlan. Boy, 2 Canadians and 2 slow race cars I'm seeing so far. What do you think? Out of Oakville, Ontario, Trevor McClacken is jumping here tonight. But we jump back out front. Here, your race leader. Let's find him here, folks. Give me one moment. Camera packing out, cooperating. I'll have to manually do this. Give me 1 second. There he is, Justin Thompson, your race leader. Let's check out, see what he's seeing. Going to Hudson Motorsports TV, nose cam, the good wrench number 3 machine, Justin Thompson. Clear track ahead of him, just what you want to see when you're in that race lead. But let's see what his competitors are checking out right now. There's Mr. Thompson right now. We're on the Hudson Motorsports gear cam. We got a GoPro taped to the back of the car in Casey Carrington trying to get to that thing. As Thompson continues to lead this race, folks, we do know these guys can go about 37 laps on green flag, or during green flag runs for fuel. And we had that yellow here on the start, so I'd expect him to be able to get to 40 or so, pushing 40. So probably not going to be pitting here for another 20 laps or so. But we jump around the field. How about Davis Warren in the number 10 machine? Nationwide 10 car. Davis Warren sitting in the 23rd position. Not very fast, but hey, we need some field fillers, and that's what Mr. Davis Warren is doing for us. Thanks, Davis. Nick Gowan sitting in the 16th position. I tell you what, Nick Gowan usually a force to be reckoned with out front. But not gonna lie, he kind of sucks here in Texas. What do you think? But we check out the chat, all you great fans. Bones does in here. Bones does a big diehard. I tell you what, Bones, are you in the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Discord? If not, check the description. You need to join because you are one diehard HMS TV viewer tuning in just about every race, it seems like. But we appreciate all our great fans tonight. Folks, if you just tuned in, we just reached 500 subscribers right before the start of this race. Thank you once again to all our great fans at home. As Connor LaFrance still cruising in the 3rd spot here, trying to catch Casey Carrington, who was your pole sitter there in the number 9 machine. But again, if you're in the chat, let me know, who do you want me to spotlight? Who's your driver? We'll take a look, and hey, I got some field reporters down there. I can get some 100% factual reporting from pit road. So if you want to know what your driver's up to, let me know. I'll run down pit road. I'll get some information, and I will relay it to you great fans at home. It's the least I could do for liking and subscribing to the channel here tonight on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, where it's #1 streaming service. And folks, in the Discord, in the description, you will see a link to our Discord channel. Check that out. That's the only place where you can enter Hutchinson Motorsports TV events. Every single month, we do a fun event. Coming up in August, we're going to do the Slinger Figure 8 track. We're going to be in the Lucas Oil Pro 2 lights. That's going to be a good one, damage off. It is going to be a fun one, folks. $5 entry, $50 to the winner, and a $10 bonus to whoever gets the most incident points. But we're jumping around a little more. Jasper Crawford in the 89 car. Boy, that Sharpie 89 is jumping here in Las Vegas as he's cruising around in the back. Looks like he's on a Sunday drive right now. Let's hop on board. Is he even flooring this car? I don't think he's even flooring it, folks. Jasper Crawford, he's either got a crate engine in there or he's going half throttle down the straightaway. I think he's scared. That's it, folks. The 89 Jasper Crawford confirmed scared here tonight, so he's going to stay in the back. Tell you who's not scared, Austin Bloom in the 45 car. He is up here battling and he throws a block. Boy, I tell you what, you hold on to that 27th position. When you got 27th, you don't want to give it up. And right now, Austin Bloom trying to hold off Lilith Peters for the 27th position. But we check out our battle up front here. Casey Carrington still cruising in the 2nd position, trying to run down that 3 car as Thompson decides to go to the bottom there through the tri-oval. Let's see how that works out for him. Last lap around the Speedway, they were about the same speed. Looking at tire fall off, folks, we got a little bit of a fall off. Already a 1.5 seconds slower than what these guys started with after 25 laps. So they're going to have around 37 to 40 lap tire runs. So you're going to see some significant fall off here at Texas. So it's going to make things interesting for sure here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV World's number. Bones does in the chat. He's from Ohio. He's rooting for Christopher Heller. So you know what, Bones? Since you're such a diehard Hutchinson Motorsports TV fan, let's hop on board. Christopher Heller, the Ohioan, just gets past there, moving him back to the 5th position, trying to keep up with Chris Worrell. Heller trying to hold on. Looks like he is struggling. Might have burned his stuff up. This might be a little bit of a trend for that 16 car, folks. We saw last week at Nashville, the 16 of Heller was fast on the short runs, but then just started dropping off, and I think it's happening again. We might have a serial tire burner here in Christopher Heller. Steve Ritter right now cruising in the 15th position as they are duking it out on the backstretch, going door to door. Tire wear is kicking in, folks, and you got some guys dropping, and you got some guys moving forward here. But we look through the field. Let's see what our favorite looking cars are, folks. There's some good looking ones. We got a lot of throwbacks. But how about this number 80 machine of Drew Prohl? That is a good looking 80 car. The white number, the light blue siding, that is a good one. Jake's Junk Solutions, number 80 machine. Meanwhile, Stephen Miles taking over the 4th position. Let's see if Miles can hold on here. Or I'm sorry, he's trying to hold off the 06. As the 06 of Worrell looking to continue to go forward. Lucas Strayer here out of Elizabethtown, Pennsylvania, here in the 26 machine. There he is, looking good, currently running in the 10th position. Yeah, Bones, I think you might have given him a fan curse, so let's see if the 16 of Heller can figure it out. My guess is he's burned his tires up. You know, he was bad fast early on. Now he's just dropping like a rock. Let's see if he can kick it into gear here this second tire run. Maybe he'll learn from his mistake. Well, folks, let's jump up to our eyes in the sky. The Hutchinson Motorsports TV blimp. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it, folks. Have you ever seen a blimp this beautiful? I sure haven't. And we're checking out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV drone. Here it is, folks, and I have control of the drone. Let me fly it around a little bit. Here we go, the Hutchinson Motorsports TV drone. I'm flying backwards. This thing is fast. Well, I tell you what, Thompson's going about 160 mile an hour down the straightaway. He can't even catch me in my drone as I blow right by him. Going into the stands, we're going to switch it. I might have just crashed it. I have just crashed the drone, folks. Don't you worry. We got a couple more to mess with. We will get the drone back working for you great fans at home. We know you love your Hutchinson Motorsports TV drone. But we go to the chopper cam now. There's Justin Thompson still leading this thing out front by 0.3 of a second. Folks, we're only 31 laps into this thing. And a long green flag run, just what we want to see. But folks, how about we take a moment to appreciate the driving here. 40 cars on the track. We've had a long green flag run, just one early caution. Can you imagine being out there with 40 cars and keeping it clean and green? That is incredible. As we check out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV flag stand, he's just waiting there in front of a sold-out crowd. We're waiting for the race leader, and here he comes. Justin Thompson in a black car. He's your race leader coming through the tri-oval, crossing the line. There's Carrington in second, followed by LaFrance. So we're going to go to the track side. We're going to crank it up, folks. Listen to the sounds of the Speedway. I tell you what gives me goosebumps every single time. That is some good stuff right there. Hutchinson Motorsports TV custom camera packs caution is out. Let's see what happened here, folks. Trying to find where the culprit is. I am not seeing a spin out or anything. Nothing in my logs. But we're checking it out. This is a timely caution, though, right when their fuel window was about to end. Yeah, folks, I'm just not seeing... Might be Walker McConley. Let's rewind a little bit, see if there's anything here, but I don't think... Oh, okay, Walker McConley just disconnected or something. See, I don't know why the yellow came out. I see nothing around the track, so nonetheless, caution is out. So we're going to go back live here, go back out front. I assume you're going to see the entire field come down pit road. And here they come. Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV pit road watch cams. Here comes the whole field. Thompson, Carrington, LaFrance, Miles, Worrell, your top 5. Let's see who wins the race off of pit road. Gonna be a close one. Looks like a good stop for the 3. Yeah, I think Thompson's gonna win it. As they start to leave, let's watch Hutchinson Motorsports TV pit road exit cam, and here comes the 3, followed by the 9, and then the 1 of Miles gains a spot. Worrell gains a spot as well, and LaFrance loses 2 spots on pit road, dropping the 5th. So, folks, we got a little bit of time. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back here in a jiffy. We're going Hutchinson Motorsports TV side by side. We'll be back in a moment. Be sure to click the like button. Subscribe to the page. We'll be back to continue this one, heading in a lap number 37 right here. All-American Cup Series, Gen 4 Racing, Texas. As we return back here, Texas Motor Speedway front row, as always, going to be Justin Thompson, Casey Carrington. Let's see if Carrington can get a good jump on the outside line, or if Thompson's just going to lead this entire race. But the field is set in front of the sold-out crowd here at Texas Motor Speedway to go to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV flag stand view. There goes the pace car. We're ready to roll. Sold-out crowd, on your feet, off your seats. Green flag in the air. Here they come down the back stretch. Thompson out front. Boy, these camera angles are incredible. How are these guys not running over these cameras? Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. Are these the best cameras in the business? I think they are. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. World number 1 streaming service. We're cranking it up, baby. The engines are roaring around the speedway. These Gen 4 cars are flying in Texas. Just wow. Hard racing around the track as Nick Gallen currently running in the 9th spot. He's starting to get in the groove here. Getting the 31 singular wireless machine. Keep continuing to work through the field as we hop on the Hutchinson Motorsports TV nose cam with Nick Gallen. 1 sitting in the 9th position, and we jump back out front. Carrington seems content with the 2nd place spot. Well, you know, during the break, I ran down to the pits. I talked with the crew chief of the 9 car, Casey Carrington. You know, he didn't seem too excited. He's like, you know what, we got nothing for Mr. Thompson. Justin Thompson out front. They just acted like they were content. They were going to take 2nd place. They weren't even going to try to win. Because he just flat out told me, I've got no chance to get around Justin Thompson. Justin Thompson might just be the GOAT. I'm just passing the word along, folks. Don't shoot the messenger. But we drop back in the field. Ohio's favorite, Christopher Heller. The Ohioan hero, Christopher Heller, currently running in the 7th spot. Let's see if he saves his tires a little bit better this run. Looking good so far. Let's see what he's got in the tank. Caution is out, folks. Caution is out. Steve Ritter has junked it here tonight. Let's see what happened. Trying to find the wreck here, folks. Give me one moment. Try this one more time. All right, there's Ritter in the 61 car. Oh, the 14 just goes in there. He dumps him. Oh, my. He did it intentionally. The 14 junks him and unfortunately junks himself, and he takes a handful with him. Oh, my. The 14 must have not been happy with Ritter. Sent it in there from about 3 car lengths back. Just flat out junked him. Brad Delph is jumped here tonight. Let's see this replay here, folks. Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV nose cam with Mr. Brad Delph. So let's see what he's saying here. Brad Delph, he's got Steve Ritter right in front of him, and he just ships it in there. Never lifts. I don't think he lifted once. Just turns and says, later, loser, I'm going to dump you. Oh, crap. Smokes him, hits the wall, comes down, gets smoked. Well, not as much damage as I expected there, but still not good to have if you're Mr. Brad Delph. So the caution's out once again. We're going back live. There's Mauricio Montenegro, everybody's favorite Chilean. Boy, I tell you what, I flew out to Santiago, Chile to talk to Mauricio the other day. And, you know, his family was just so proud of him. They said, Blake, could you showcase Mauricio? He has worked so hard. I tell you what, they were telling me, folks, he's putting in 12 hours a day in sim racing. He quit his job. He's just sitting in his house, in his rig, 24/7. Because this man has never been on an oval before this season. He only ran road courses. That's all he ever knew. He didn't even know NASCAR existed. He had no clue. All he'd ever ran before were Mazda MX-5s, and then he said he also ran the F4 once. So here's Mauricio Montenegro out of Santiago, Chile, currently running in the top 15 after putting in the hours. His family is super proud of him. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we are worldwide, folks. Oh, we got the Ozzy Osbourne tribute there in the 63. That is one good-looking car for Curtis White. Let's get a better view here, folks. Look at this thing, folks. This is incredible. I'm trying to find a good view, but there's really not a good one. Well, there it is. Curtis White in the 63 has the Ozzy Osbourne tribute. Unfortunately, nobody's got the Hulk Hogan tribute. Earlier today, Hulkamania passed away. Unfortunate. One of the best in the business. Nobody hated losing more than Hulkamania. He hated losing so much he wouldn't even let the bookies book him to lose. That just says a lot about a man right there. A great man. Hulk Hogan will be missed. But we're bunched up, ready to roll. It's going to be Thompson, Carrington, just like always. Folks, if you just tuned in, be sure click that like button on the video. Subscribe to the page, because Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. The only place you're going to see Gen 4 racing here with the All-American Cup Series. Race car is in, field is set. We're hopping on board here. Let's drop back with Mr. Zach Rogers in the 4 car. He's on the outside lane in the 3rd row. The 40 gets around him. That's Connor LaFrance. He's going to pass him. Says, later, loser, I'm taking the spot. So Connor LaFrance up to the 5th spot once again as Stephen Miles continues to run good here tonight, sitting in the 3rd spot. Keep an eye on that one machine. Stephen Miles, he's got a 54.89 iRating, folks. His safety rating, not impressive. He is a B-class driver, and he's got a 1.36 safety rating. That tells me one thing, folks. It's either checkers or wreckers for the one of Stephen Miles. If he can't win it, he's gonna junk it. Let's see what he's got out of Hawk, Louisiana. So we jump around Mauricio Montenegro out of Santiago, Chile. Sitting in the 15th spot here, cruising around. He's waiting to win this thing. I tell you what, I can't. Oh, and he smokes the wall right on cue. But I just can't wait until the moment that he parks at victory lane and I get to interview him here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, the developmental driver. I have taught him everything he knows about racing. He didn't have a clue how to race out and over. He only knew how to turn right, but now he's learning to go left, thanks to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. So we jump back up front here. Casey Carrington in the 2nd position. He told me earlier once again he's got no chance to win this race. Oh, the caution's out. Well, I tell you what, we had a clean race early on, but these guys threw that out the window. It is go time. They are junking it. Let's see what happens. Oh, no, the one of Stephen Miles turned in the 8th jump. Final lead here. Man, Stephen Miles just can't catch a break. Let's see where this all started. Let's rewind it a little bit. Let's find Mr. Miles. So here he is sitting in, oh, he gets into the wall there. In the wall hard. Then he gets turned. The 40 had nowhere to go. Back up onto the track. Oh, my. Man, look at all these. Oh, look out! He smokes him! The 91 just creamed him! Oh, my. He's got to go to the infield care center. The one, Stephen Miles, is hurt. He is hurt, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. This is incredible. Stephen Miles was running up front. Then he just smokes the wall. And here he is now. He's junk. Let's rewind it manually here, folks. Let's hop on board. Let's get a little better view here. Let's hop on board with Mr. Connor LaFrance. As he was unfortunately involved in this wreck. Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV nose cam. So here's Connor LaFrance. Currently, he's in the 5th position as we play this thing. He's got the KISS Coors Light machine. And there's the one into the wall early. Tries to get out into the wall again. LaFrance tries lifting too late, dumps him, ends up losing it in front of the field. It's smoked. Smoked again. So some serious damage for Mr. Connor LaFrance. But here's Stephen Miles here. You know what? Let's watch this one more time. We got some time. Why not? So we're going to go to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV front drone cam. Here it is. We're going to play this. So coming out of the corner, you know, and I was flying this drone. It was really tough to have this angle, but he smokes the wall, and I'm keeping it on him. I know something's going to happen. Hits the wall again. 40 says, get out of the way, loser. Dumps him. Unfortunately, loses it. The one almost saves it. That would have been an impressive save. But then he loops it back into the infield, and he's just cruising. Like, all right, I'm good to go. We are safe. And wham! The 91 smokes him. The Selena truck stopped. One machine of Stephen Miles is junk here tonight. So let's take a quick break here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Be sure to click the like button. Subscribe to the page. The only place you're going to see All-American Cup Series racing here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Be back in a moment. And folks, we return back from break here. We're going to try this again. It's going to be Thompson on the inside, Carrington on the outside, in front of the sold-out crowd. Here at Texas Motor Speedway, we're going to be dropping the hammer, going green once again. Let's hop on board with your race leader for this restart. And Hudson Motorsports TV nose cam is Thompson. Going to take the field to the restart zone. Green flag in the air. Let's go trackside. Hudson Motorsports TV walking. As they continue to come around the track here, Justin Thompson out front. He has led, I believe, every single lap so far, folks. He might lead it from start to finish here tonight. Justin Thompson in the 3 is bad fast. So we jump around the field a little bit. Let's see how everybody else is doing. Alex Bryson, after starting 37th, is up to the 10th position. He is your Hutchinson Motorsports TV hard charger. Alex Bryson is that fast in that 83. You know, I'm not impressed with that paint. That 83 car, kind of ugly. Kind of looks like junk. But I tell you what, it is bad fast. I take that back. We got a new hard charger. Michael Mullins up to the 8th spot after starting in the, I'm trying to do some math here in my head, folks. 36th position. So he's gained 28 spots as Bryson's gained 27 spots. So Michael Mullins is now your Hutchinson Motorsports TV hard charger. Well, I didn't think Michael Mullins knew how to run a race without crashing. But here he is right now, running in the 8th position. Let's hop on board in the Hutchinson Motorsports TV cockpit. Out of Lakeland, Florida, Michael Mullins in the 64 car has put himself into the top 10 here after starting, basically in last. So folks, it's time to drop back. Let's check out your Hutchinson Motorsports TV Battle for Last. Folks, if you're new here, the Battle for Last has some unique rules. Basically what it is, it's the first car that's not junked themselves. So we're talking about the cars, they're 100% fine, they're not in wrecks, they're just slow and they're junk. And right now, we know Stephen Miles was in a wreck earlier, so we're not going to count him. So the Battle for Last is in between these two right here. Jasper Crawford, who's been slow all night long in that 89 car, and then the 36 of Jared Sinesak, I don't know. All I know is he's slow and he's junk. In the 36 Hat Club car. I'm surprised he made the show here. But folks, if you're new here, let's pull up the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Battle for Last graphic here, folks. I tell you what, this is one of the best graphics in business here. There it is on your screen now. The Hutchinson Motorsports TV Battle for Last. Right now, Jared pulling it off. He's trying to run down that slow 89 car. He's like, I don't want to take home the Battle for Last as he continues to blink around the track and be slow. So we jump back out front here, see what's going on as Christopher Murphy sitting in the 16th position in the 21 car. Out of Union, Washington, all the way from the northwest portion of the country, Christopher Murphy in the 21 trying to get something done as he's in the 15th position. And the battle for the race lead continues. Carrington starting to chase him down here. We are almost to the halfway point, folks. Boy, it's been a good race so far. We had a few cautions in a row there. Once we got going again, there's been some long green flag runs, and it has been good racing. look around the track here as Thompson continues to lead. Once again, we appreciate everybody tuning in here to Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Streaming service. The only place you're going to see stuff like this is right here tonight. And we're going to pull up our Hutchinson Motorsports TV stream schedule here shortly. Let me find it here for you great fans at home. Here it is. So there we have it tonight. We're here at the Gen 4 Texas Motor Speedway. Next week on the 29th, which is a Tuesday, we're going to have the Stars and Stripes. We're going to be in the Gen 4 at Darlington. Wednesday night, we're going to be in the ARCA cars at Dover Motor Speedway with the Superstar ARCA West Series. And you don't see it there on the screen, but Thursday the 31st, the All-American Cup Series is going to be back. We're going to be at Sonoma. But folks, next week I'm not going to be on air. It's going to be Jesse and Christian leading the charge. They're going to take things over for a week. I'll be out of town, but they are well capable of getting things done here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. As we watch Daniel Garreau rip it around the speedway right here, Daniel running currently in the 17th position. Saying trackside here, watch Daniel Garreau battle it out here in the middle of the field as Montenegro continues to fall. He has dropped to the 21st position. Jesse Becker in the chat, nothing around Jesse Becker, the dirtiest driver in the game, folks. Be sure to throw a message here. Let Jesse know what you're expecting next week. And he's going to be leading the broadcast. A tall task for Jesse Becker, leading the broadcast in the world's #1 streaming service, but if anybody can do it, I think it's Jesse Becker. So we look around this speedway here. Justin Thompson continues to lead out front. Carrington just has not been able to get around him. He can get to the back bumper, just cannot find a way around him. So let's hop on board, see what Carrington's doing. Folks, as we head into lap number 68, we're going to take a short break here. We're going to go Hutchinson Motorsports TV side by side. Don't you worry, you're not going to miss a lap. We'll be back in a moment. Hutchinson Motorsports TV runs #1 streaming service. Click that like button, subscribe. Don't you go anywhere. We still got a long way to go as we're just halfway done. and gentlemen, I was muted. Oh my goodness, look out! The first flip ever in Hutchinson Motorsports TV history at Texas Motor Speedway. Thomas Stokes is junk. This is incredible, folks. I hope he's all right. Let's watch this one more time. Here we are. We're on board. Thomas Stokes. Our car just shoots off the apron. Wham! Smokes it. Boom! Goes for a ride. Boy, I tell you what. Thomas Stokes, he was just racing, you know, just another lap like usual. And then it goes it goes 100 to 0 instantly for Thomas Stokes out of the South Pole. Thomas Stokes, your car is junk. As he's just here for the safety rating, folks. Didn't work out for him. Let's see, who was the car that was on the apron here? Trying to find that out. Give me a moment. All right, we're going to slow this down a little bit. Here it is. It's a 64. Good Lord, folks. That's slow motion, by the way. That is 1/4 slow motion as a 64 loses every ounce of talent he might have had before. That is Michael Mullins. Well, I tell you what, I believe just a moment ago, I said I didn't think it was possible for Michael Mullins to finish a race without junking it. Well, here we are, folks. Here we are. So let's hop on board with Michael Mullins. So here's Michael Mullins in a 64 car. He's running pretty good right now. Into the trial, he's feeling good. He's like, all right, boys, we're cruising right now. Into turn one, he just... What is he doing? What are you doing, Michael? Folks, that might be the instance, the least amount of talent I've ever seen on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. That was absolutely abysmal. A terrible performance. Michael Mullins, I would be embarrassed. I honestly, if I was that 64 car Michael Mullins, I would probably just quit the league after doing that. Because everybody's going to see it, because Hutchinson Motorsports TV, where it's number one streaming service. We are streaming worldwide. We have over 500 subscribers. So Michael Mullins, you are toast, sir. And you're junk. I don't know what the hell we just witnessed, folks, but the field is set. We're going to be dropping the hammer. We're going to be going green once again here tonight. Let us know in the chat what you guys saw here. Bones does, always tuned in here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV's world #1 fan. Then Jesse Becker. And we got Fred Bread in the chat. Boy, I tell you what, Fred Bread might be the GOAT of Twitch. Fred, go ahead, post your Twitch channel in here so everybody can give you a check you out. But folks, we appreciate you tuning in here. Now, Jesse, he's talking about, I called it because I said he's going to jump. But nonetheless, feel the set pace car is in. We're ready to roll. After Michael Mullins showed 0 ounces of talent in his bones, we are back green here tonight. Casey Carrington has taken the race lead. My goodness, Casey Carrington shot off like a rocket here as we hop on board with the 9 car. Casey Carrington, let's see if he can hold off that free machine of Justin Thompson. Thompson's been the fastest car all night long, but Carrington finally has the clean air in front of him. Let's see if he can make something happen as they're coming up on a lap car already. Fred Bread in the chat, folks, and trust me, you know, when I first met Fred Bread on Discord, I thought he was just trolling with his name. But no, his real name is Fred Bread. I've seen it on iRacing. It is incredible. His parents were trolling him when they had him. They said, our last name's Bread, let's name him Fred, baby. And it has stuck since that day. Thanks for tuning in, Fred Bread. But nonetheless, Casey Carrington, your race leader. Thompson in second, followed by, how about Schreier in the third position? And Morrell and Heller rounding out the top 5 here tonight. Good race so far. We've had some good wrecks, too. And we even had a rollover. Not sure I would have bet on a rollover here at Texas, but we were able to do it here in the Gen 4 tonight. Pretty flat track, and we got a rollover in. That is impressive. So nonetheless, we're going to check out the car in second right now. Justin Thompson. Let's hop on board in the Hutchinson Motorsports TV cockpit view. Thompson continues to work to the back bumper of Carrington, wants to take back that race lead as we are heading into lap number 80. We're getting into the final section of this race here, folks. These guys are going to have to pit at least one more time, possibly two. But here comes the 26 of Schreier. How about this? Lucas Schreier started all the way back in the 22nd position. He's taking over the second spot. Boy, Schreier is bad fast. Hopefully he's not roasting them tires. All I know is he is working through the field underneath the 3 car trying to get around it. Meanwhile, the 06 of Worrell right on the back bumper as they continue to battle it out. The 3 holds on to the second position now. But we jump around a little bit. Colin Curlis sitting in the 14th position, and we got Nick Gowan in 6th. We never count out Gowan. I tell you what, at the end of these races, he always finds a way to get up there. And here he is. Nick Gowan can always get it up. So Chris Worrell right now cruising around the 4th position, trying to hold off that 16 of Heller Jr. Let's hop on board of the new Carlisle, Ohioan, the Ohioan hero, Christopher Heller. Then we switch over to Hutchinson Motorsports TV nose cam. Let's go to somebody in the back. See how the nose cam's doing. We're with Jasper Crawford. He's been duking it out for last all night long. Tell you what, that 89 Sharpie car is slow and it is jumping. Then we got Stephen Miles here. He was up front all night long involved in a wreck. Looks like he got his car fixed up, just struggling to get through the field. And the 17th position, we got out of Santiago, Chile, Mauricio Montenegro. He's cruising in the top 20. He started 17th. He's running 17th. He's holding his own right now. So Casey Carrington, still your race leader out front. Let's hop on board with Mr. Carrington. He's leading this thing, holding that bottom line. Setting the pace here for the field at Texas Motor Speedway in front of this sold-out crowd. Look at all these fans. Standing room only here at Texas Motor Speedway. They knew Hutchinson Motorsports TV was coming to town, and they heard we had over 500 subscribers. So they came to this race. Lone Star 200. We're going to go down trackside and watch our race leaders ripping around the speedway a little bit. We're going to crank it up, turn up the trackside sounds, and I will mute my mic so you can enjoy some authentic sounds from the speedway. about those sounds? Gives you goosebumps every single time. I'll tell you what else gives you goosebumps. Jumping up to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV blimp. What an incredible view here tonight. Unbelievable. Boy, that blimp's running pretty low. We got that blimp down to about 1,000 feet, which is right over the track. We might crash it. But we don't really care. We do have insurance on that thing. We kind of overpaid for it. If it crashes, I would kind of be happy, I think. I'll take the insurance settlement. We will not lie. Ever. So we go back down to the track here. Let's see how your race leaders are looking. As Nick Gowan continues to run in the 6th position, Casey Carrington still holding off the 3 car for now. But I tell you what, he is running them down pretty quickly. Can Carrington hold them off? There's still a long way to go in this one, and at least a pit stop. I think they're going to be good on one more stop. If this thing somehow stays green the rest of the way, there's going to just need one more stop. That is it. So when do they elect to come down pit road? Going to be interesting to see. We know they can go about 37 laps on a tank. You don't want to go the whole 37. You can try to short pit the leaders a little bit, but you don't want to put yourself on old junk tires in this race. So if I'm out there, I'm probably coming down pit road. Let's pull up. You know what? Let's pull up the best pit strategy according to business here, folks. So we got 18 laps to go. They pit. If he came down on lap 100, then he'd be at lap 27. So you don't, that's a little too early. I'd probably want to go to 105. Go to 105, then there's going to be a 29 laps on your last set of tires. Yeah, I'd say anywhere from 102 to 105 is probably going to be ideal for most of these guys. But we're going to see if anybody wants to try the short pit route. And hey, if I'm running in the back, you may as well try something different. So here's Stephen Miles cruising in the 18th spot after being involved in a wreck earlier. He's trying to get that thing back up front here. And Josh Dillon heading down pit road. Josh Dillon. Oh, caution's out. So Dillon might have caught a break here. I don't think you get a black on it. Actually, I don't know. And somebody in the chat confirmed. If you start a pit cycle in iRacing, I know in real life it's different. But in iRacing, if you start a pit stop here on pit road, then the caution comes out. Do you get the black flag or are you good to go? Although he did just go a lap down, so he's screwed regardless. But nonetheless, caution's out. I'm not really sure what happened here. Don't know. No clue. Craig Martin might be junk. I don't know. I got nothing for you, folks. So we're not going to have a Hutchinson Motorsports replay, but what we will have is a Hutchinson Motorsports TV break. We're going to go HMS TV side by side, the best side by side in the business. We'll be back here in a moment, heading into lap number 94. All-American Cup Series Gen 4 racing right here, Texas Motor Speedway. We'll be back in a jiffy. Enjoy some HMS TV patented tunes. And we return back from break here out front. How about it? The Chilean GOAT, Mauricio Montenegro. He is on the front row on the inside. He must have not pit. I wasn't even paying attention, folks. I don't know. I'm guessing he's got old junk tires, but hell, I don't blame him. He's from Chile. He's here to lead some laps. So you're about to see the pace car head in. Get the hell out of the way. He's going to try and win this thing. Green flag in the air. Mauricio Montenegro, your race leader. Let's see how long it lasts. Is Carrington on that outside line going to get them tires warmed up and blow right by him? Say later, loser. Nice try, Mauricio. So Montenegro, he tried it out. He led some laps under caution. Well done, Mauricio. Oh, look out! The one just got turned into the wall. My goodness. Boy, Stephen Miles cannot catch a break. That one car is just a magnet for wrecks. He was in a wreck earlier, got the car fixed up, gets back up to the front, and here he is. Let's see what happened. Let's check out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV drone cam. So here it is, the one of Miles right behind Mauricio Montenegro. Let's play it from here. Yeah, he wasn't clear. He just went up. I mean, I'm sure he's not happy, but when he watches a replay, he's going to realize that one's kind of on him there. I get it. He didn't want to hold that bottom line because Montenegro was on old tires. So he shot up high, but unfortunately, there was a car there. So Miles is junk. Like he's going back to the field. Is he going to junk somebody? No. No, he's junk. So the caution's out here. Let's see what happens. See who comes down pit road. Got Alex Blooms. Miles, of course, down pit road. He's pissed. He's flooring it. Here's Stephen Miles. He's going to floor it. He's going to probably ask for a black clear. Or he's just going to tow it. Might just call it quits here. Let's see what the one of Miles has up his sleeve. Now he's going to get it worked on. Though he floors it down pit lane, he's probably going to be asking for a black clear soon. But nonetheless, Casey Carrington, your race leader. We're going to go to break because it got cut short a little bit, folks. We'll be back here in a moment. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. Make sure you like and subscribe to the page. We'll be back here, hopefully for the finish here, heading in to lap 100 here shortly. And we're back here for another short break here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. As always, thanks for tuning in, folks. Here, world's #1 streaming service. It's your first time here. You are in for a treat here tonight because Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we've got over 500 subscribers, which is actually the largest YouTube channel in the world. Nobody else has 500 subscribers in the entire planet. But the green flag's in the air. Casey Carrington out front. He's going to try to win this race here as we are past the 100 lap mark. As they're ripping it around the speedway, we got a battle for the race lead. Carrington trying to hold off the 3-car. Here comes Thompson, wants to take back that lead he's had all night long here on lap 101. Almost a wreck back there, but we're still rolling, we're still green, and they're side by side for the lead. Carrington has the preferred line on the bottom, but we've seen the top line work coming out of the corner. It's got a big advantage. Down the tri-oval, door to door, the 3-car going to take it over. Justin Thompson, your race leader once again. Here he is, Justin Thompson, the in-car camera, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, watching your race leader wheel this thing around the speedway. He's been the best car all night long, folks, and he is back in the lead. Just 32 laps left to go. Everybody should be good to go on fuel. Let's pull up the pit strategy board to confirm. Yes, sir. Everybody good on fuel. No more pit stops unless we get some cautions, which just might happen. These guys have been junking here lately. Folks, be sure in the chat, let us know who you're pulling for. Who's going to win this race? Who's going to junk it? Which driver can you not stand? Is there a driver out there you're just hoping junks it? Because I tell you what, every night, there usually is for me. There's always a driver out there like, man, I hope that guy just turns it. And my pick tonight to junk it, I want Davis Warren in that 10 car. I want him to smoke the wall. He better be in the infield care center by the end of this race. I need somebody to turn that nationwide 10 car, Davis Warren, as he almost loses it coming out of the corner. Here he is. We're staying on board right here, watching Davis Warren in the 10 car, cruising in the 15th position as Justin Thompson continues to lead the race out. Premier Sim Racing Network in the chat says, let's go TI, rooting for his team. These guys are racing hard out front. I tell you what, this has been some good racing while we've been green, as Carrington and Thompson have been the two favorites all night long. They've been bumper to bumper the entire time. Bones does says, I hope Murphy wipes out. Weren't you just rooting for Murphy? Oh, no, you're rooting for Heller. So Bones does wants Murphy to junk it. Let's see what Mr. Murphy is. Where is he at? I can't even find him. Still looking around here, folks. Give me one moment. Having some trouble. I don't even see Murphy. So who knows, nonetheless, but we got a battle for the race lead. Here comes the 9 of Carrington looking to the bottom. We saw the 3 make the pass on the high side earlier. Can he take the defense? As they're door to door heading into turns 1 and 2, lap 107, a battle for the race lead continues. We're gonna hop on board with Carrington as the 3's gonna run off with it here on that high side. I tell you what, I think we might have learned something here, folks. The high lane just has the major exit speed, and it is great for a defender. Carrington might need to try to stick his nose to the outside if he's going to make that pass. I don't know if he can get the job done there on the bottom. Folks, I found Christopher Murphy. He's cruising in the 16th position right now. So Bones does in the chat is hoping you junk it, Chris. If you're listening in, you got a fan that just can't stand you. He hopes you flip it into the grandstands. Christopher Murphy, get junked. My pick to junk it right here, Davis Warren. Hey, maybe Bones, if we're lucky, maybe they can both be involved in the same wreck. But we jump back out front. Lucas Strayer cruising in the 3rd spot. Been a good night for Luke. Started all the way back in the 22nd spot. Here he is in 3rd. Then we drop back. Logan Hamilton. How about this kid right here? Hamilton in the 6th position. He started in 26th. And a big shout out to Logan Hamilton, because folks, you may not know this, but he was officially Hutchinson Motorsports TV's 500th subscriber. Chat, put a W in the chat for Logan Hamilton. He is always going to be forever known as numbered 500 here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Thanks, Logan. Meanwhile, Christopher Heller cruising in the 5th spot, trying to hold off Hamilton, and he's right on the back bumper of Worrell in a battle for 4th. So we continue to jump around. Here's your race leader, Thompson, still out front, but Carrington will not go away. He's right there on the back bumper. And Gowan cruising in the 9th spot. Right in front of him is Alex Bryson after starting in the 37th position. Here he is in 8th. What a run, man. Started all the way in the back. He's worked himself up front. We got 30 people watching here in the chat. That's pretty good for iRacing numbers, folks. Not sure how many iRacing live broadcasts you'll watch, but you don't see 30 very often. It's not an incredible number. We've had higher, but we appreciate you guys tuning in. As a caution is out, this is going to make things spicy, folks. What's going to happen down pit road? This is going to make things very interesting. Let's try to find what happened here for this caution. Davis Warren goes off the track here. Oh, he just got jumped. Hey, that's who I picked to junk it. Davis Warren's been jumped. That is what I'm talking about. How about this move by the 92? Hey, I'm not going to lie, folks. I might have radioed in a little bit and said, hey, 92, I'm sick of seeing this 10 car. You need to do something about it. He junks him. So let's find him here. That's Daniel Garreau in the 92. He pulls off the job for Hutchinson Motorsports TV. It's a hit job as he smokes the 10 and dumps him. Says later, loser, I'm from Bozeman, Montana, and you're junk. Caution. So the caution's out, folks. Let's see what happens. You know, hey, I'll tell you what. If I'm Casey Carrington, if the 3 car stays out, I might just go in. I might be doing the opposite of what this 3 of Thompson does. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve here, folks. Go to the Hutchinson Motorsports pit watch cameras as we look into the trailer park there in the infield. Well, I tell you what, those fans are wild. But let's see who's coming down pit road. Oh, looks like both the leaders going to do so. So Carrington going to try to win the battle off pit road. I just don't think he's got the speed to beat the 3 car straight up. But, you know, he made the right call because nobody is staying out. So I was clearly wrong. Not a single car stayed out there on these tires. And, folks, they've only got... Hang on. Pit strategy board. They only got 20 laps on these tires, but I guess you don't want to go to the finish. Put another 20 on. You know what? They still had to pit, probably. They might have been a little short on fuel. So I was a little off. I thought they had 10 to 15 laps on the tires, but it ended up being 20 here. Zach Rogers doing a quick stop here. He's going to take over the race lead. Boy, a close battle there off pit road. Carrington looks like he wins the battle between the 3 and Carrington. Boy, fast pit stops all night long for Carrington. He gets around the 3 car. Zach Rogers has to be on 2 tires, I'm guessing. Had to take in 2 tires, or maybe it was none. I'm guessing it was 2, though. So Rogers going to take the race lead. He's going to try the right side tires, see how this works out. But we're going to take another quick break, folks, before we come back, get to the finish here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we're going side by side. You're not going to miss a moment of action. Hutchinson Motorsports TV music coming up next. Be sure to click the like and subscribe button on the channel. We're the world's #1 streaming service. As we return back from break, we're about to drop the hammer and go green. Front row looks a little bit different here as the 4 car Rogers, I think, takes 2 tires. Let's see how this works out for him. Not sure it's going to play out. He might be able to hold them off for a while, but I don't know. But the pace car is going to go in here. We're going to find out as the green flag is coming out next time around. Not this time, my bad. Trying to multitask, folks. I missed it. You know, I saw them side by side. They must have extended this caution. They were side by side that whole lap. So the green flag's not out. Caution's out. But we're going to be going green next time around. 8th caution here, Hudson Motorsports TV. If you're tuned in for the first time, you have found the world's #1 streaming service. We've got the most subscribers in the world of any YouTube channel. That is 100% confirmed fact. You don't even need to look it up. Trust me, folks. And we're the world's #1 streaming service. So you found all you need to know. Go ahead, get rid of all your junk subscriptions. You don't need YouTube Premium anymore because our stuff's free here. You don't need Hulu. You don't need Netflix. Apple TV is junk. Amazon Prime, no need for it. All you need is to click that subscribe button to Hutchinson Motorsports TV because, folks, we are confirmed the world's #1 streaming service. But the field is set here. We've got a sold-out crowd. I tell you what, these fans haven't sat down once in their seats. They've been on their feet the whole time. We're going to hop on board with our third-place car, Justin Thompson. He's got a car with 2 fresh tires in front of him. Green flag in the air. The battle to watch is between the 9 and the 3. They've been the 2 favorites all night long. Carrington trying to keep the 3 behind him. As they're 3 wide for second, heading into turn 1. Door to door. Thompson tries to run him up the track. Can he get the run coming off the corner? As they're side by side, the 26 going to make a move to the bottom. The Strayer's not going to have it. Still battling as Rogers continues to lead the race. He's got the 2 fresh tires. It should work out for him at least for a little bit, but I don't expect this to work out long term for that 4 car. But let's see how it plays out as the 3 of Thompson got around the 9 of Carrington. He's got to be the favorite to win this race still. So we're going to hop on board here with Justin Thompson. Hutchinson Motorsports TV gyro cam as that car gets loose coming off the corner. This thing is a handful as we're in the Gen 4 car here tonight at Texas Legacy. This is the old Texas, folks, not the new one. I believe in 2009, if I'm not mistaken, it was repaved. But here comes Thompson to the inside. He's going to take over the race lead once again. As the 4 Rogers going to give it up, he said, I can't hang with you, boys. Well, we got some hard racing around the Speedway. Folks still have about 15 or so laps left here tonight. Going to be a good finish. Can't wait to see how this one plays out. If you're just tuning in, folks, you got some time. Click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. Oh, as the 87 gets into the wall. Look out. The 31 hits him. 87's junk. He just got green. He just got smoked. Caution out. Caution is out. Colin Carless is junk here, folks. Unbelievable. Here it is. Let's see what happens here. 87 just chips it in the wall, and that's a tricky tri-oval there. 31 had nowhere to go. He gets sideways, almost saves it. Well, he didn't get hit that hard. Unless he gets arca braked here. Let's see. Nope, he tows it. Thankfully, he tows it. So Colin Carless does the right thing there. Tows it right away. Gets it out of the way. He's going to try to fix that thing up, see if he can finish it. But Colin, you didn't know this, bub. Your car's junk. Colin Carless ruins his night. So your race leader, Justin Thompson, I'm sure Carrington's glad to see that caution. It's going to give him another shot here at the 3 car. See if he can get a good jump and take that spot back over, as we're going to have around 10 or so laps remaining once we get going green here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. But as I was saying, folks, you got some time here. Go ahead, make sure you log into your YouTube. I know some of you are in here not even logged in. Just click the login button. Trust me, it only takes a moment. You got plenty of time. We got a few minutes here under caution. Smash that like button here on the video. And most importantly, folks, we really are pushing for subscribers. We would greatly appreciate you. Click that subscribe button. And if you subscribe, that'll unlock the chat for you. You can throw some messages in here. We'll give you a shout out. Check out what your favorite driver's doing, and if you got a driver you're hoping junks it, let us know, because apparently I have a gift of gab. Because anybody I want to junk it, they junk it. Every time, 100%. It is confirmed, folks. I'll tell you what else is confirmed, though. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. As I mentioned earlier, quit wasting your money on junk streaming service. Netflix, don't need it anymore. Hulu, nope. YouTube Plus, don't need it. You don't need any of them, folks. You're just blowing your money. because you don't have time to watch that stuff anymore. Because Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we've got over 200 live streams to watch. You could be here for days watching continuously. And not only that, we also got a bunch of shorts. Check out our Hutchinson Motorsports TV shorts. Those are great, folks. They're basically TikToks, but here on YouTube. It's YouTube's knockoff of TikTok. And speaking of which, head on over to TikTok, because Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we're on there as well. We are everywhere, worldwide. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. But nonetheless, we appreciate everybody tuning in here. Craig Franklin saying hello. What's going on, Craig? Who you pulling for? Zizzo in the chat. What is going on, Zizzo? Give a shout out to Ritter. Well, Zizzo, I believe Ritter junked it earlier, didn't he? Let's see how Ritter's doing right now. Scrolling through the board here. I haven't seen him yet. That's not good news for Ritter. I haven't seen you yet. That means you're in the back. Maybe I missed him. Still got some time here, folks. As always, thanks everybody for tuning in. And you know, I was wrong. Ritter's running 11th. How about that? Steve Ritter involved in a wreck earlier in that 61 car. Now, Zitto, I'm not going to lie. That car's kind of ugly, don't you think? Let's check this thing out. Let's go to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV chopper, which is the best chopper cam in the business. I mean, that's just a confirmed fact. So there's that 61. It's just bright orange. Got the BR DeWitt incorporated. A red logo on an orange car. Steve, your paint, it's junk. But I'll tell you what's not junk. That car's got some speed. Steve Ritter trying to round out a top 10 as we're about to drop the hammer and go green once again here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. Pace car is in. Field is set. Thompson and Carrington, your front row. Green flag in the air. They're on their feet. They're on their seats. They are excited to watch this finish. Going to the cam. Look at these beautiful views around the speedway as they're ripping it around. Thompson, you're a What a view. 40 cars started this race. A bunch of them are junk. A bunch of them have loaded up and headed home. But there's a lot of them left out on the track. Only one can park it in the coveted Hutchinson Motorsports TV victory lane. I'll tell you who I think it's going to be. It's going to be this 3-car, in my opinion. He has just been unbeatable all night long. There's been a couple times Carrington snuck around him, but mostly it was on pit stops. Carrington must have that Hendrick Motorsports pit crew because he is the fastest on pit road every single time, but the fastest on the track, no question, is Justin Thompson, the GOAT. Here he is, folks, your determined leader. 9 laps left to go. Justin Thompson is leading this thing out front, all to get to this spot right here. Look at the victory lane view. That is incredible. Justin Thompson, he wants to park his car right here. But he's still got 9 laps left to go here. Coming out of turns 3 and 4. He's trying to hold off Casey Carrington. 8 remain. Fastest lap of the session just put down last lap. Justin Thompson. Boy, he saved the best for last, folks. I did not expect that. He's still putting down burners here with just 8 laps remaining. As we jump around here, we got a battle as Chris Worrell trying to hold off the 31 a gallon. This is a battle for the 8th position. Ritter up to the 10th spot here. We got Zitto in the chat pulling for Ritter. Let's hop on board, Zitto, see what Mr. Ritter's doing. He is wheeling this ugly number 61 machine. That is the ugliest fast car I've ever seen in my life as he's trying to get underneath those 31 as the 07 gets into the wall. 06, sorry. So we continue to jump around out front. Justin Thompson, he's leading this thing by about a quarter of a second with 6 laps remaining here at Legacy, Texas Motor Speedway for the Lone Star 200. Folks, we're getting to the finish. It's going to be exciting. As always, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. We bring the excitement every single time. Click that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the TikTok. We got a Discord in the description as well. Everything here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. No corners are cut here. Coming out of 4 here. 5 laps remain. Justin Thompson continues to lead this thing out. Here's the window cam of Thompson. That's what it looks like inside the leader's race car. That thing's hooked up. It might be illegal. You know, I hope that 3-car can pass tech because I think he's illegal. He's just been too fast all night long. Kaiju Cat Motorsports says number 72 DNF crash. That's unfortunate to hear. Nick in the chat rooting for Walker McContley. Boy, Walker's had a rough race. I think he's been involved in a few wrecks. Bunch of fans in the chat throwing shout outs. Caution's out, folks. This is going to really spice things up. A green, white, checkered. Are these guys going to come in for tires or they're going to try to finish this thing? Oh, man, I wouldn't know what to do. If I'm Carrington in second, this really takes the spot here. Well, let's see what happened to bring out the yellow. Like Justin Ray, maybe? Yeah, Justin Ray's jump. Oh, look out, he almost hit the pace car. Oh, he almost took out the Hutchinson Motorsports TV pace car. I tell you what, Justin, if you touch that pace car, bud, you're going to be hearing from our lawyers. So here it is. Oh, we got the 89 door banging with the 21 here. So Murphy door banging the 89. He's been running the last most of the night. So we watch Justin Ray here. 21 into the wall, goes down, a little bit of neck coat. Tries to bring him 3 wide. Unfortunately, smokes him. Justin Ray smokes the wall. Almost takes the pace car out because he forgets which pedals to brake. And he's able to narrowly avoid the Hutchinson Motorsports TV pace car. So the caution's out, folks. That means we're going to get a green, white, checkered here tonight. What is going to happen? If you're the race leader, what do you do? Pulling up the pit strategy board here. They've got 18 laps on these tires, and they're staying out. Boy, they both. Oh, everybody's staying out. Kind of impressed here. I kind of thought we'd have some takers down pit road. But to be fair, Thompson did just put down his fastest lap of the session like 3 or 4 laps ago. So it really does make sense, you know, thinking about it in hindsight. But nonetheless, Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we're going to get a green-white checkered finish here tonight. The Lone Star 200 Legacy, Texas. We're in the Gen 4 Cup car with the All-American Cup Series. Bones does in the chat, as always. Zizzo 145. Is he the new go to Hutchinson Motorsports TV? I don't know. He just might be. We got Craig Franklin out here. Kaiju Cat Motorsports. Nick A. Jesse Becker. We got everybody out here tonight. The best of the best in the chat. 38 watching here tonight, folks. Click the like button. Subscribe to the channel so you can add a comment into the chat. Let us know who you're pulling for. You want a shout out, put it in there now. We got a little bit of time. We're still pacing under caution. We're going to kick back, relax, get ready for a hell of a finish. I tell you what, there's something about these Hutchinson Motorsports TV finishes. We always have good battles on the last lap. We've seen everything this week from bump and run attempts to door banging side-by-side action. We've seen guys trying to junk each other, and I hope that's what we get here tonight. Zizzo in the chat says this car on the track is slippery. I believe it. This car does have some major tire wear. Jesse Becker said it's going to be a duel for sure. Absolutely, Jesse. Bones does. He is a fan. Well, I tell you what, Bones is. Bones, you need to message us. Send us your address, and I will send you some Hutchinson Motorsports TV swag. I got some stickers for you, but I'm not even kidding. Join the Discord. Shoot us a message, Bones. We got some HMS TV swag. Best stickers in the business, not going to lie. Kaiju Cat Motorsports says still hoping for fantastic runs for the 01, the 06, and the 07. Looking at the board here, I'm not seeing any of them in the top 10. Oh, we had 43 cars start this race, by the way. I thought it was 40. That's just even more impressive. But the 01, a Peters running 12th. The 07, a Lowe running 15th. The 06, I believe, was 16th. So Kaiju Cat Motorsports running pretty good here tonight. Let's see if they can work through the field, get a top 10 maybe. As the pace car's going to head in, get the hell out of the way, folks. It's your last chance. Like and subscribe. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. We're going to have a finish here tonight. Going to be a green, white, checkered. The pace car is in. Thompson on the outside. Carrington on the inside. Green flag in the air. Thompson out front. He wants to get to the white flag. Says, please don't junk it, boys. Let's just get to the line. If he gets to the white flag, we're going to have a finish. down the back stretch here, coming to the white flag. We're going to hop on board with your race leader. He's crossed his fingers. He's like, come on, boys, just a little bit longer in front of this sold-out crowd. Into the tri-oval, white flag in the air. Last time around the Speedway, Justin Thompson out front. Meanwhile, a door-to-door battle with Hutchinson Motorsports TV's 500th subscriber, Logan Hamilton, trying to find a way around Christopher Heller in the 16 as they're down the backstretch for the final time. Casey Carrington in the second spot, looking for something. Nothing's there. Coming out of 3 and 4, it's not gonna happen. Justin Thompson was the favorite all night long. Checkered flag waving, the 3-car. Justin Thompson wins the Lone Star 200 at Texas. Boy, what a great race here tonight in front of the sold-out crowd. We have packed the stands here at Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Don't you go anywhere, folks. We got some interviews. We're going to be interviewing the top 3 here shortly. Great finish. Craig Franklin in the chat. Thanks for tuning in, Craig. You're one of the good ones. 40 watching right now. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got the driver interviews coming up. What do these drivers have to say while they were wheeling these Gen 4 cars around the Speedway here? Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Logan Hamilton, your third place finisher. Let's get him in here. Podium finish for Mr. Logan Hamilton. Unbelievable. Just minutes before this race, he was our 500th subscriber, and it must have been good juju for him. He gets his first podium finish of the day. Not a coincidence, folks. That's what subscribing to Hutchinson Motorsports TV will do for you. It'll make you run in the front. Meanwhile, we're going to watch our race leader burn it down. Sorry, we missed a little bit. I pulled a TNT right there, broke away from the leader as he was burning it down. But let's get to your third place finisher, Mr. Hamilton, in here. Give me one moment, folks. As always, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to click the like button on the video. Subscribe to the page. Hutchinson Motorsports TV interviews coming up right now. Logan, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what a run for you. Your first podium of the year, and I don't think it was a coincidence. You know, you were our 500th subscriber right before this race, and then you pulled out a podium run. How'd it feel?
It was stressful. All the short runs at the end definitely helped me. I'll be the first one to tell you I'm not very good at long runs, and you can see that I was definitely falling back. No matter how easy I tried to take it, I still couldn't hold on. So I'm thankful for the short runs at the end. They also gave me a chance to gain some spots. So it was pretty fun. But yeah, I guess a little solace for what happened last week. But you know, I still want to go 2 spots higher. But it's gonna be tough. There's a lot of good comp in this league.
Yeah, you know, some of the best drivers, I mean, we got iRatings almost surpassing 6,000 in this field, so it has to feel good to run third. You know, coming into this race, how were you expecting to do? Did you think you had a front-running car?
I mean, honestly, especially with how this season started, I just kind of go into it hoping to run all the laps. I mean, the last 2 races have been the only 2 races I've finished this year, so just go try to run the laps and see what happens. And so far, whenever I'm able to finish, it's close to the front. So it's all about surviving and just being there when it counts.
Absolutely, and it appears your team must have had a little secret or something, because it looks like you guys got 2 cars on the podium here.
Yeah, I mean, we got some really good drivers. Obviously, Casey is insane. Lucas is really good. Jacob's good. He just has some bad luck, just like all of us do sometimes. So Chris put together a good team. It's fun to race with all of them. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, hey, great job, Logan. Before you head out, you got any last comments for these great fans at home, other than they need to be subscribed to Hutchinson Motorsports TV, obviously?
Yeah, I mean, just thanks to iRacing, thanks to Actual Rooftop Bar Tour. It was a good race. Thanks to everyone for racing well, and go Lions.
All right. Well, hey, congratulations, Logan. We'll send you down to celebrate your podium finish here tonight at Texas.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Logan Hamilton, your third place finisher, folks. Let's pull up Casey Carrington. You know, not what he wanted. I'm sure he wanted to win this race, but he was definitely up there all night long on the back bumper of Thompson. Thompson just seemed to be just a little bit better. Let's get him in here. Casey, Blake up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
Hey, a good run for you all night. You were battling that three-car Thompson all night long. Unfortunately, you couldn't get the job done, but a second place finish still has to feel kind of good.
Yeah, that was a hell of a battle with me and him. Kind of back and forth. I felt like whoever was in second typically was faster, but yeah, no, I mean he was the better car overall. There was a couple times getting out of the pits where I think I was able to beat him because I was the first stall. So yeah, when the four stayed out there on two tires, it kind of jacked up the restart, and Justin was more aggressive than I was. I think sitting at 3 wide on me in the 16, and that was the move that won him the race. So after the start to the season I've had, I definitely wasn't gonna overextend. And Austin Dillon, that 3 car, trying to go for the win, and just come. I was disappointed to not get the W, but I would take a second place finish. Like I said, after the start of the season I had.
Yeah, definitely a great run. Now, do you notice in these cars, is the tire wear significantly more? Is it similar to the other cars?
I mean, it just depends. I mean, like the tire wear here was real heavy. I mean, like in the percentage, if you look at your tires after your pit stop, it's not too high of a percentage, but the fall off is just kind of ridiculous, especially with this track where your corner speeds are so high. But you definitely got to manage your tires, and that's really, I think, the only thing I did better than Justin all night was able to kind of lay back, enter the corners a little easier and be better towards the end of the runs. But it's hard with the dirty air anyway. But something you got to balance.
And and that last caution came out. I was wondering if anybody was maybe going to come down pit road, try to get some tires. It was a little early. Now, if you would have saw the three dart down pit road for whatever reason, would you have stayed out or would you have gone with them?
When was that?
The last green white checkered there.
We were out of tires. We'd
Oh,
used all of our sets.
okay, that I didn't know. Well, hey, a great run for you, Casey. You led a lot of laps. You were battling with a three car all night long, literally on his back bumper. It seemed like most of the time, but ended up running second here. You got anything for the fans at home before you head out?
Yeah, I just want to shout out everybody that watched the broadcast, all the league members. It was pretty crazy as has become typical this season, but the green flag racing was really good. I love this track, and I want to shout out everybody at Asheville Rooftop Bar Tours, Cornwall barbecue sauce, and like I said, all the boys and girls in the league that make the machine run.
Yeah, well, Casey, maybe you'll have to send me one of them barbecue sauce packages there.
Yeah, I'll put you in touch with Randy.
All right, well, hey, sounds good. Congratulations, Casey. Second place finish here at Texas.
Thank you, bud.
There's Casey Carrington, your second place finisher. But, folks, it's time for the star of the show. He was the favorite all night long, just a little bit better than Casey the entire night it appeared. And he got the job done. Justin Thompson, after getting intentionally wrecked last week, he parks it in victory lane here tonight. Let's get him in here. Justin, Blake in the booth, you got me?
Yeah, buddy, I got you.
Hey, you got the job done. You were the best car out there all night long. Casey was hanging with you the entire time, but it just seemed like you were a little bit better most of the night.
Me and Casey, we have a lot of fun at Texas, and we go back and forth every time we come to the races at Texas. We did it in another league too, so I mean, it was a good race. It was fun to race with him like that again. I've had horrible luck all season. Was doing good last week, and just bad timing. Lappers getting in the way, shoving people down in front of me, and then y'all saw the result of that. It tempers were flaring. It was Bristol. So anyways, I kept my mouth shut all night and didn't do nothing, and well, you see where it got him. And well, I'm here in victory lane this week, so
Yeah, you got the job done. And that was going to be my next question. You go from the lowest of lows of getting intentionally wrecked out of the race last week to parking it in victory lane. Coming into this race, did you expect to probably be one of the favorites?
I didn't expect to be a favorite. I mean, I run an Earnhardt base scheme, but that's because I'm a hard racer. I race everybody hard. I'm not going to wreck them on purpose, but I race everybody hard. A lot of people can't take it in this league, and there's some that can and have a lot of fun with it. And I'm in turn able to have a lot of fun with those people that know how to race hard and clean and door to door. But I've ruffled a lot of feathers here ever since I started. I know I'll never be the favorite to win, but it feels good to win.
Absolutely. And I was looking at some stats, and looks like you were a lot faster than Casey. Your best lap was 1/1000th of a second better than his best lap.
Yeah, it was right after we come out of the pits, and I was able to get in front of Zach, I think. It was either then or it was right before we had that caution that put Zach out in front of us. I'm not sure. I don't remember what lap my best lap was.
Absolutely. Well, hey, congratulations for the first time this season, Justin. You're in victory lane. I'm sure it's not going to be the last, though. Still plenty of races to go. Before you head out, you got any shout-outs or anything to tell these fans at home?
Yeah, y'all be sure to subscribe here to Hutchinson's Motorsports Media. They put on a good show, and they're really entertaining. And mad props to Casey for all the hard work he does put in on this league, because he really does. He'll spend, I mean, hell, last week after Bristol, he spent 2.5, 3 hours on that post-race review. So, I mean, all the sponsors involved with the league, all the sponsors involved with the broadcast, my team, Cornerstone Motorsports, they didn't give up on me tonight, and they pushed me to this. So I thought I was doomed when Zach came out on 2 and I was restarting 3rd.
Yeah. Well, hey, congratulations, though, once again. Got the job done. You know, you were the slight favorite all night long. Parked it in victory lane here at Texas. We look forward to seeing you next week. How you feeling about your chances, though, at the road course Sonoma next week?
I don't like Sonoma as much as I do Watkins Glen and Road Atlanta, Road America. Something's just never jived with me with that track for like the last 20 or so years since I've been sim racing. So, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully I have a decent race. I don't expect to win. I expect somebody, oh God, what was it? I expect Casey up front. One of my teammates, Drew or Connor, they're probably going to be up front. They're pretty good at road courses. And God, he drove the Taco Bell car last year. I think it's Nick Terrell that's coming to race, and Joseph Penn's coming to race.
All right, well, it's going to be interesting.
Those guys to be up front, and then me be somewhere behind them.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely going to be interesting to see some road course ringers out here, get some new names up front, but we'll see how it goes. But congratulations, once again, Justin Thompson, your race winner here at Texas, Lone Star 200. Going to feel good to bring that trophy home.
Yes, sir. Thanks for the broadcast, man. Thanks for all you guys do.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, there was your race winner, Justin Thompson. Boy, last week he got intentionally wrecked. The guy that wrecked him got a 1-race suspension. Not sure you heard about that. But interesting stuff happened. And then what does Justin do? Next week, back, parks it in victory lane, wins the Lone Star 200. Next week, we're going to be, like he mentioned, we're going to be over at Sonoma for the Sears Point 175. I'm not going to be on broadcast. You're going to be dealing with Christian Taylor, Jesse Becker. They're going to be in the booth. But don't you worry, you're not going to miss a night of action here. We make sure every race gets covered. Hutchinson Motorsports TV, world's #1 streaming service. And before you head out, folks, one last time, please click the like button on this video, subscribe to the page, share it with your friends. Let's get this thing blown up. And we're going to play a HMS TV outro. This is one of the best outros in the business. Give a big shout out to Jesse Becker for making this thing. I tell you what, this thing is incredible. I've never seen anything like it. But signing out here tonight, Blake Hutchinson in the booth. It was a solo broadcast. First one of those I've had in a while, but I've done plenty of them. But nonetheless, as always, our fans are the GOATs. We appreciate you every night. Thursday night racing, All-American Cup Series right here. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. You just watched the Lone Star 200.
Toward each other, Richter Johnson, checkered flag in the air, Scott Rickard wins it!
Oh, and there he goes. Hard into the inside wall. Hibbs is involved. Tyler Whittemore. He's in the middle of the track. Oh, he's going to get stuck again.
He's John!
The French shows up blocking his turn. Rossiter takes the lead. They're all junk in it. The entire field is junk.
Oh, and Andy Tinker Johnson! Oh, and he gets collected!
Oh, and he goes around 78. Oh, hard into the pit wall. He's dead. He is dead.
Clear out of 3 and 4 for the final time. Matthew Wiggins, first race back, missed last week, but here he is taking the checkered flag. Here winner.